Eric Schmidt, Trillion-Dollar Coach, The Leadership Playbook of Silicon Valley's Bill Campbell. Dive into the world of Bill Campbell, a man who started as a college football coach and later became a Silicon Valley icon. In A Trillion-Dollar Coach, The Leadership Playbook of Silicon Valley's Bill Campbell, Eric Schmidt charts Bill's extraordinary career journey and the valuable lessons he shared with the giants of the tech world like Apple and Google. Discover the secrets behind the trillion-dollar coach's leadership strategies, including his insights on people management, fostering trust, creating a sense of belonging, and empowering individuals to reach their full potential. This book summary is a powerful roadmap for anyone looking to enhance their leadership abilities and create success both personally and professionally.
Bill Campbell's inspiring journey. Bill Campbell is one of the greatest pioneers in Silicon Valley, despite arriving there in his 40s. Born in Homestead, Pennsylvania in 1940, he was a quick-witted student who was passionate about football. After studying economics at Columbia University, he joined the college team and captained them to the Ivy League title in 1961. He then went on to establish a successful coaching career at Boston College, but turned down a job offer from Penn State out of loyalty to his alma mater. However, his return to Columbia in 1974 was not successful as the team struggled to secure victories. Nevertheless, Bill's inspiring journey showcases how perseverance and fearlessness fuel success. Bill's late-blooming career. Bill's transition from a football coach to a successful business executive is a story of enthusiasm, meritocracy, and making smart decisions. After joining the ad agency J. Walter Thompson, he impressed clients, especially Kodak, who recruited him as their head of consumer products in Europe. Later, Bill made a bold move to join Apple, a tech startup, to get in on the ground floor. He believed California was a place where he could take his career to the next level, and he was right. In less than a year, Bill became the vice president of sales at Apple and launched their flagship computer, the Macintosh, which was a great success. Bill's smartest decision came when his team came up with an ad that was inspired by George Orwell's 1984 novel. Though Apple's board hated it, Bill gave the go-ahead, and the result was one of the most famous ads of all time. The Big Brother-themed ad aired during that year's Super Bowl and ushered in the era of Super Bowl advertising we know today. From Apple to Google, the journey of a business coach. Bill Campbell's impact on the tech industry spanned multiple decades and companies. After leaving Apple in 1990, he led a successful spin-off software venture called Claris before moving on to become a business coach. His first client? His former employer, Apple. He remained a trusted advisor to Steve Jobs even after he was reinstated as Apple's CEO in 1997 and helped put the company on the path to becoming a trillion-dollar company. Campbell also had a profound impact on Google's success, regularly meeting with Eric Schmidt and other leaders for 15 years. In the next parts, we'll delve further into the details of Bill's trillion-dollar coaching impact. The importance of leadership in innovation. The story of how Bill helped Google realize the importance of leadership in innovation and resolving conflicts while adhering to the company's first principles. When Bill joined Google in 2001, the company was experimenting with a disorg model, which meant doing away with managers altogether. However, Bill believed that this model was not sustainable and suggested asking the engineers what they thought. Unanimously, they wanted leaders to resolve stalemates that they were facing. Studies have indicated that flat hierarchies found in companies like Google foster creativity, but they fall short in implementing innovation. It's all about logistics, which includes making tough decisions about how resources are allocated. When stuck in challenging situations, it's a leader's responsibility to remind everyone of the company's first principles and values that define its mission and purpose. This was a lesson Bill learned while working with Tell Me Networks in the 1990s. Half of the board wanted to take a lucrative offer from AT&T to pay tens of millions of dollars to license the technology, which would ultimately mean withdrawing Tellme's innovative technology and gifting market dominance to a substandard alternative. Bill walked with Tell.me founder Mike McHugh and discussed the company's principles. This reminded Mike of the company's mission and purpose. When he laid out Tell.me's principles to the board, the deadlock was broken, and the offer was rejected. The Google experience highlights the importance of leadership in implementing innovation and resolving conflicts while adhering to the company's first principles. The solution is not autocratic management, as talented subordinates will eventually leave. The answer is for leaders to remind everyone of first principles and values to make challenging decisions without compromising innovation. The power of emotional leadership. Leaders who show emotional openness and foster companionate love in the workplace have higher rates of employee satisfaction, better team performance and lower absenteeism, as demonstrated by a 2014 study. Bill, a famous leader, was renowned for his personal warmth, informality, and going above and beyond to help colleagues. The key takeaway is that leaders who show they care about their coworkers create an open, accepting environment where people feel comfortable being themselves. It does not require one to be outgoing like Bill, but a few simple acts of kindness and building personal connections with coworkers can go a long way in becoming an effective leader. Bill's championing of women in tech. The article highlights how Bill Gates was a great advocate of bringing women to the boardroom table. His sports instincts led him to select the best players irrespective of gender. Studies show that teams with more women display greater emotional intelligence and overall effectiveness. However, women still remain underrepresented in the tech industry. One of Bill's recommended solutions was mentoring programs, like the one Shelley Archambault founded, that provide women with opportunities to support each other and share experiences. In the 1980s, when Bill Gates was at the beginning of his Silicon Valley career, tech firms were mostly dominated by male executives. Deb Biondolillo was one of the few women in a senior position, serving as Apple's U.S. head of HR at that time. Bill noticed that Deb always sat at the back during staff meetings and encouraged her to take a seat at the conference table. Although his methods might have been unorthodox, he was the greatest champion of bringing women to the boardroom table. Bill's sports instincts led him to understand that winning is about selecting the best players, regardless of their gender. Studies show that high-performing teams that exhibit greater emotional intelligence have more women. Unfortunately, statistics reveal that women are still underrepresented in the tech industry. Just 20% of tech executives are women, according to the 2016 U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The 2018 Entelo Women in Tech report puts the figure at just 10%. One of Bill's preferred solutions to the problem was to encourage mentoring programs. Shelley Archambault, CEO of Metric Stream, founded a group of senior women executives to support each other, a program that Bill often attended to ask questions and learn. Mentoring programs present a brilliant way for women to share experiences and offer each other new opportunities. The importance of trust. Bill Campbell's success in persuading others and diffusing conflicts was rooted in trust. According to a 1998 article in the Academy of Management Review journal, trust is the willingness to take a chance because of positive expectations for someone's behavior. Bill earned trust by practicing free-form listening, which involves giving full attention to the speaker and asking questions. This approach was proved valuable in resolving standoffs, as seen in the Intuit boardroom, and in transforming disagreements into positive experiences. When people trust one another, they maintain objectivity and focus on the issues at hand. As a result, honest communication leads to the best outcomes.
The legacy of Bill Campbell, the trillion-dollar coach, lives on through the valuable lessons he imparted to some of the biggest names in Silicon Valley. From emphasizing the importance of sticking to your company's principles, fostering emotional connections at work, promoting diversity in the boardroom, to the significance of cultivating trust within a team, Bill's leadership playbook has had a profound impact on companies such as Apple and Google. As you explore the key points from this book summary, consider how to apply them in your leadership journey and create an environment that nurtures innovation, collaboration, and success. The wisdom of Bill Campbell is here to guide and empower you along the way.